Power Rangers Action Figure Showcase 18. And before I move on, I just want to say, Lalik, I know you're watching because of the way I posed her in the thumbnail. Anyway, after calling out my friend, this is the Bandai Legacy Collection Mighty Morphin Pink Ranger. Yeah, it can be Kimberly, it can be Kat, it can be whoever you want. But for me, she is for sale. I have just so many figures of the Pink Ranger, so I will be selling this entire team from the Legacy Collection. I think I'm going to sell the base team of 5 as a set, and then I'm going to sell the White Ranger and Green Ranger individually, all of them complete with accessories. So definitely check out eBay because I'm pretty sure that's where they're going to be. Then we have the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Andros in Disguise from Power Rangers in Space. He wore this disguise to infiltrate Dark Spectre's crew. Really did not think they'd make this, but it was an exclusive, which I think probably helped. I think it was a Target exclusive. Anyway, In Space is one of the best seasons. It's the end of the Zordon era, the Zordon arc, because, you know, everything up through In Space is one big story. So I'm very happy to have this. Then we have the Skelleputty from the Lightning Collection. If you're not familiar with this guy, that's because it's not actually from a Power Rangers show or comic or anything. This is a merchandising crossover with Cobra Kai. And I didn't get any of the Rangers because I thought they were kind of lazy. But this guy I thought was much more interesting looking. Wouldn't he make just a super cool, like, leader of a gang of putties? Like, almost elevated to Kaijin himself. I think this is a really cool one. You know, the putties are actually some of my favorite Lightning Collection figures, and I'm glad I can add him to the team. Then we have the Hasbro Dino Fury Black Ranger. This is his base form, which was only available in an Amazon exclusive 5-pack, which I think is kind of expensive now. I really thought that was a jip. It was just a cheap way to kind of force adult collectors to buy the red, blue, and green Ranger. Not green, sorry. The red, blue, and pink Ranger a second time. And then for kids, that's a lot of allowance money if they even get allowances. I did not as a kid. I know what happens. And even then, would a parent really be willing to drop all that at once just so they could get the base form for the kids? No, they're just going to get them the Shield one or something. So I think that was kind of dumb of Hasbro, kind of scummy. And last but certainly not least is the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Finster. I love this guy. He came with a ton of accessories. For the price, I think the paint is really good, and he has like loops in his apron where you can put his accessories and stuff. Joint articulation, which you know is one of my favorite points of articulation you can have on a figure. Great head sculpt and stuff, the little glasses. And if you've read the Power Rangers annual Finster like origin story from Boom Studios, you'll know he's actually one of the darkest, most screwed up characters in Power Rangers. That story, I couldn't even believe it was a Power Ranger story. It was insane. It was actually insane. So I'm very glad we got a Finster. Too bad we never got Scudder Baboo or anything like that. Rito would have been nice, but we did get Finster, and he is probably my favorite out of all those I just listed. So that is it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, check out all the cool links. I have a physical store where I sell Power Ranger figures. I know I got Lord Zed and Ninja Steel and Super Mega Force stuff in there right now. And I also have an online store full of Power Rangers, and if you see anything in my physical store but you can't make it there, I'll ship it to you. That's it. Thank you all once again. See y'all next time. Bye for now.